Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV here for the Zurich Invest night from Zurich Invest in Zurich here, of course. And we want to get an update from Rob McEwen for Relevant Gold. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, as usual.
Thanks for taking the time. I think we spoke a good year ago here also in Zurich with Zurich Invest. And I think some good things happened, right? So maybe you can give us some highlights of the last 12 months.
Yeah, it's been a very busy year. We accomplished everything we set out to do and more. And we were able to do that on a fairly thin budget. So really proud of the team and everything we accomplished. But it really started with drilling at Lewiston. Building off of the success we had at our Golden Buffalo project, we moved over to a target at Lewiston, small 1,500 meter program, really focused on the geology. But as it turns out, 10 of 11 holes intersected shear-hosted gold mineralization, and we're seeing a lot of continuity in the structure and the alteration and the geochemistry related to gold mineralization. So an incredible orogenic system there now defined and ready for some deeper follow-up drilling. Excited to get in this year, hopefully, and sink some deeper holes there. In addition to that, we did a big regional program across the portfolio. And what came out of that was 6 new district scale targets, very high-grade gold, high-grade silver, and at our Bradley Peak asset, some high-grade copper associated. And that all came in kind of in the last 2 months. And then just a couple weeks ago, we got an airborne geophysical survey results across our entire portfolio. And it was incredible because that allows you to see the rocks through the cover. And what it shows us is that we are, in fact, on this big Archean belt, just like we would see in the Abitibi in Wyoming. And our assets are the biggest anomalies on that geophysical map. So it's just another, strong support of the thesis. But in addition to that, it's helping us define and tighten our targets in ways that we never had at our disposal before. And that was about a $2.5 million survey that was flown by the state of Wyoming. So at no cost to our shareholders, we just helped solicit funding for them. So really excited to see everything continue to come together, checking all the boxes for big orogenic gold systems in Wyoming.
Okay, super. As you have in your presentation, it's like 2 gold camps, 5 district scale projects. I think it's a lot for a, let's call it, small exploration company. But where would you say is more the focus? Maybe with a focus to, let's say, joint venture, future production, things like this, yeah? Because this is the final target, I would say, or the dream of every company which is exploring, right?
Sure, yeah. Well, the slow markets have actually been a blessing for Relevant Gold. It's allowed us to really move all of our projects up the value curve, start to rate and rank these so that we can be more informed about the decisions of which one would we joint venture off, which ones would we keep for ourselves, and how do we focus our drilling dollars? Because let's face it, that's what moves the needle. And we're still very focused in South Pass at our Lewiston and Golden Buffalo projects. But Bradley Peak now has really quickly risen to the top, not only from the high-grade copper, gold, silver targets that we generated from our mapping and rock sampling programs, but the geophysics now has identified those anomalies in the hinge of a large fold feature. And that is very much like what you'd see in the Red Lake District or in the Hemlo District. The structural preparation is perfect for accumulating these deposits. So while we're going to continue to put some drilling into Lewiston and Golden Buffalo this year, hopefully, we're going to rapidly develop our Bradley Peak project to drilling as soon as possible.
Okay, so that would be also some of the key features for 2024 then for you.
Yep. So 2024, we expect to see a lot more widespread regional exploration. It's something we can do affordably, and it really starts to amplify our targets and refine them for drilling. And then we're going to continue to focus drilling dollars into the ground. So that's kind of the goal this year. We're looking to, continue to ramp up our aggression as we explore this because, again, it keeps checking all the right boxes and it keeps supporting our thesis. But further to that, grade is king. We're getting great results. So we're just going to keep going and look to, really ramp up drilling in 2024, 2025.
As you say, you keep getting great results. Can you specify that a little bit more? What is for you a great result?
Yeah, well, we love grade. We love continuity. But a lot of it for me is really the definition of these systems. And showing that scale potential. We're seeing really large scale orogenic footprints. And that is what I think is most exciting. When we talk about the results and we talk about the grades, we've got multi-ounce per ton at surface. We've drilled that at depth at our Golden Buffalo project. And our Lewiston project now we're seeing, like I said, 10 of 11 holes, shallow exploration program, intersected shear hosted gold mineralization. And to see that type of continuity across these structures at depth, from surface down to depth, has really encouraged us to get in with a deeper drilling program there too.
Okay, super. I think also your shareholder basis is a kind of really of interesting.
It's very unique. Yep. I'd like to say we're uniquely held rather than tightly held, even though they're both kind of the same thing. Myself and co-founder Brian Lentz, our chief exploration officer, we're still the largest shareholders. We continue to participate in every round. About 26%. On a fully diluted basis, we can move up to, I think, 38. So we designed this company, and we've invested in every step along the way. We've participated in all the placements. We buy on the open market. If it wasn't an early stage exploration project, we'd love to self-fund it for the rest of our lives. But the reality is this is big. This is a big thesis. It needs big visionary thinkers. We're very pleased to get Mr. Rob McEwen joining our shareholder base last year by taking a 6.4% interest. We've got NewGold at a 9.9% interest. And it really just goes to kind of support, provide credibility. But also, when you have a big idea, you need big thinkers in your shareholder base. And we're really fortunate to have that.
And deep pockets.
And deep pockets are always a good thing, yes.
Yeah, because exploration costs money.
Lots of money, yep.
Okay, what is cash in the bank? Are you financed for this year?
So we're financed on kind of a G&A level. We will be raising capital to, again, pursue our exploration programs and ramp those up this year. Expect that sometime in the relative future here. We turned the year with 1.1 million, I'd say. We're probably at about 700,000 here today. And so we're in a pretty comfortable cash position from that perspective. But our exploration program this year is going to necessitate more funding. So we'll be going after that.
Super. Last but not least question, where's the gold price at year end?
Well,
use your crystal ball.
If I had the crystal ball, I'd be on an island somewhere. But I don't speculate. So my guess is as good as the amalgamation of all the speculators. I think at the end of the day, gold price being at where it's at, it's been a very aggressive run up. I think that it's not over. We might see some pullbacks, but I do think that the end of the year is going to be pushing 2,500. But I think more importantly, the types of deposits we're going at, these high-grade orogenic systems, they're economic in the lowest of gold prices, right? You look at things in the Abitibi that have continuously produced for 100 years plus. That's because high-grade, big systems live through the cycles. So at this gold price, we're just extremely happy. I think everybody in the market probably is, but I do see it going higher.
Fantastic. Higher gold price, always good. Rob, thank you very much for your time. And we wish you well. And please keep us informed.
We will. Thanks for having me as usual. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rob Bergman, the CEO of Relevant Gold. And you heard a great exploration story, really super large with 2 gold camps, 5 district scale projects, and also the targets are growing, and a fantastic shareholder base. And what I really like is that he and his partner still hold 26% on a fully diluted basis, could be even 38%. And this is really skim in the game. Check out that company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich Commodity TV for Zurich Invest.